10-minute time limit. Introducing from Tulsa, Oklahoma at 229 pounds, here's Tommy Wright. And coming to the ring right now, accompanied by the vivacious Ms. Brenda Britton at 228 pounds. From Hollywood, California, here he is, Rip the Hustler Rogers. One fall with a 10-minute time limit.
Hustler Rip Rogers getting set to move out against Tommy Wright. Now, Tommy Wright is a fine, fine young athlete. A lot of ability, a lot of go power. And but he has been absent from the Florida wrestling scene for a while. Returning and, of course, looking for a victory over Hustler Rip Rogers, which is going to be, all I can say, it's got to be a hard-fought battle.
They are locking up collar and elbow, and of course, Rip Rogers' personal valet, Miss Brenda, is there at ringside, as she always is, giving him moral support, if not anything else. This kind of always in the middle of things. Once again, they lock up. Nice swing over on the part of Tommy Wright. Tommy Wright has always been an excellent wrestler, and like Gordon said, he's been away for quite some time, but he's going to have his hands full against Hustler Rip Rogers. Rip Rogers has been around for quite some time, and he has proven himself time and again.
By the way, wrestling will be held in Perry for good. Reversal by Wright as he's in behind his man. Rogers couldn't break it, and there's a takedown by Tommy Wright. Rogers trying to sit out and escape. Good float over by Wright. Wright keeping a ride going now into the ring ropes, and that'll force the break. Wrestling returns to Perry, Florida on Monday, June 3rd. Also to Wildwood on Thursday, June 6th. Locked up, collar and elbow once again. Right with a good fireman carry takedown. Tommy Wright looking good. Tommy has been in law enforcement a good share of his life and is quite a competitor.
Yes, he is. He's been around wrestling for quite some time. There's Miss Brenda once again just watching very intently. Having that extra person at ringside is always gives that other person a little bit of an advantage. Rip Rogers knows that Tommy Wright will always be kind of glancing over, looking at Miss Brenda to make sure she stays in her place. And many times when you do get that distraction, it will give a man like Rip Rogers an opportunity to do some damage. There's a nice elbow right upside the check. Well, looks like he used his fist there. The referee warning him about using the fist, but what you can't see, you can't really call.
Rogers catches Wright, drives him. There you go. Sign up over there regarding...
Oh, yeah, did you know, the sign said Mrs. Fleabag. Now, I don't think that Miss Brenda or Rip Rogers will like that sign saying Mrs. Fleabag too much.
No, in fact, the matter is I really feel it incumbent upon myself to admonish all of you. Please do not refer to her as Fleabag when she comes into the arenas in your area because it does upset her, and it certainly upsets her employer, Rip Rogers, even more. Right. Powers Rogers away. And Rogers explodes one to the midsection now. Rogers explodes another one to the midsection. Right, rather, and that's a 3, and it is Rogers retaliating.
Well, Tommy Wright's in trouble now. He looks like he's having a hard time figuring out where he's at. He's dazed. This would be the time to go in for the pin. But no, looks like Tommy Wright is trying for a pin. Nice inside cradle. But he didn't have enough strength to hold on to it. He's been hurt and dazed, and Rip Rogers right back on top of him. Tommy Wright there kind of staggering, falling back, but Rip Rogers right now sees an opportunity. He's going to have to stay right on top of him.
Rogers, an Irish whip into the near turnbuckle right. Flashes out with a boot to the midsection, a snapmare by Hustler Rip Rogers. Rogers missing that time with an elbow as Tommy Wright rolls away. Wright back to his feet. Good flying drop kick by Tommy Wright. And Rogers has got his problems. Wright connects with a haymaker. High knee lift that has Rogers again in trouble. A forearm across the side of the jaw. Rogers fires to the midsection right. Fires a hard right cross to the side of the jaw. Rogers charged and Wright charged rather, and Rogers slipped to one side, and Wright's got himself some problems. Rolling reverse here by Tommy Wright. And Rogers breaks it up. And a well-fought battle thus far. Good block by Tommy Wright. And a reversal on Hustler Rip Rogers.
Well, I'll tell you, if Tommy Wright gets a victory over Rip Rogers, this is really a feather in his cap. This will move him right up the line for some top matches. And, of course, in the main event where the big money is. And if Tommy Wright can defeat Rip Rogers, looks like this might very well be an upset in the making. That took a lot out of Rip Rogers.
Wright connects to the midsection. Wright connects to the side of the head. Wright connects again over the ear. Wright now using the elbow very effectively on the top of the head. Snapmare by Tommy Wright. Wright goes up for a drop kick, and Rogers slipped to one side. You've got to make contact on those drop kicks or you're in trouble, as Wright is right now. Well, he powered out before the 3 count. Have to give the man a lot of credit for that. Rip Rogers. Good cross-body block by Tommy Wright. Again, Rogers able to power away from it. A forearm by Wright. Hey, this Tommy Wright is acquitting himself extremely well, buddy.
Boy, he is doing quite well. He has really improved since the last time I saw him. Looks like Miss Brenda did trip him up. This is what I was talking about, that extra person, and Rip Rogers gets the pinfall.
Wright was tripped up. Wright was tripped up. That decision will have to stand for now. It'll have to stand for now. But it certainly appeared to me, and we'll review that next week, that Miss Brenda Britton did interfere. Tommy Wright loses a squeaker here. We'll be back.